It wasn't until you connected to a dream machine that I realized your powers were there, only latent. That's why I put you in a coma and brought you back here. I did it to protect you. If I hadn't, Wadi would have taken you. Your father had no choice but to come along. He did what he had to do to keep you safe. We both did. We saved your life, Zoe. And we made a deal. Gabrielle would help me finish what we'd begun. We'd be partners again. And then, afterwards, he could take you home. I'd leave you alone. The deal still stands, once we finish changing the world.
Helena is clearly unstable. Did she just say what I think she said? Changing what?
Changing everything. For the better. I need you to understand this. We're going to remake the world. You and I.
How?
I don't have time to go into details, but there's a place we go when we dream.
Story time.
Different cultures have different names for it. The Aranda people of Australia call it dream time. Think of it as the initial state of all matter and energy in every possible universe. The blueprint. All realities originated in this initial state, and they remain entangled, evolving, one universe affecting another. Wave energies are fueled by dreams. Particles in our world are entangled with particles in Arcadia because they were created together in story time. Eingana has the power to change the wave field.
Is that bad? Cannot wait for those cars to pass.
It's kind of bad.
It's some like morons like revving some engines, spinning some wheels, burning out some wheels. I don't understand why they're doing it, because reasons. Yeah, it sounds it's fine.
Thus, the observable universe through dreams.
Probably, yeah.
Wati, the dream machine. They must somehow be connected to Helena and Jiva. How does Arcadia fit into the puzzle? If that wasn't a dream, then what is it? What about my friends in Propast? What about Reza? If I dreamed myself into Europolis, what about Reza? My friends? Were they...
Dreams? No, you don't understand. They're real. All of it was real, Zoe. You were there in Propast, a physical projection walking amongst real people. A three-dimensional copy made flesh using the power of dreams. And they never realized. Well, at least most of them didn't. I sent someone to protect you in case anything went wrong. It's a good thing I did, too. Things spun out of control. Falk Friedman saved your life. As for Reza, it's more complicated. He's been an unwitting agent of Wati. His reckless investigations caught their attention. They needed to manipulate the press, and they wanted to keep an eye on you. He was an easy tool, so they brainwashed him. We'll fix Reza, I promise.
Wati, the dream... How... And Arcadia?
One of many worlds spawned from dreams. A world of... I'm a scientist. I don't understand magic. It's chaotic, complex, and unpredictable. Magic is dangerous, and it has no place in a rational universe. But we needed it. We had to bridge the divide in order to store these vast quantities of dream energy. We put things in motion to return you to Arcadia, but you did most of the work yourself. Of course, we had help on the other side, a partner, but he didn't... You did it on your own, Zoe. You were compelled to connect with the primal force that inhabited the initial state before this universe. That was only possible by crossing the divide. Something called you there. Some force guided you. I don't know how to quantify it or explain it, but you succeeded. You absorbed the energy.
The balance provides.
And it didn't kill you. You got stronger. Strong enough to wake up and break out sooner than anticipated, but the timing ended up being perfect. You've reached your full potential. You're finally ready to interface with Eingana.
So, yes, there are more worlds than just Arcadia and Stark. We see a glimpse of a world named Midgard from the House Between All Worlds, which is where Saga lives. Zaga's house, because if you glance out a window, she'll mention that this place peeks out to a place my father calls Midgard. And if you go to another window, she comments, this leads to a place called Scotland.
The dream machine. They must somehow be connected to
So
Helena
there are more,
and
and you can say in that sense say that Saga isn't just a shifter, in the sense that she can walk between Arcadia and Stark, but she's more like a planeswalker. That she can walk between planes of reality, like in Magic the Gathering with the planeswalkers there.
So
That's
what's
how it is.
Corp's role in this?
Wadi funded us, funded the development of the Dream Machine. We needed to collect and store dream energy. The Dream Machine facilitated that. They thought we were working for them, not the other way around. Wadi just wanted brainwashed consumers. They wanted to sell their silly toy to billions and rule over a virtual world. They have no imagination.
The balance exists only between Arcadia and Stark. And because these are the only two wars that are split like this, if I have understood it correctly.
Aingana.
Meet Aingana. It took me decades to design and build her. She spans dimensions, taps into the dream energies. She's quite the thing. But she's actually not the first. Wadi had the prototype. They used her to operate the beta version of DreamNet. After she was destroyed, we built Aingana 2. She operates the version of DreamNet currently processing and recording the dreams of hundreds of millions of Dream Machine users. And now, we're reversing the process. With you as the conduit, connecting quantum fields, connecting dreamtime with reality, Aingana will begin to alter our observable universe. Don't look so worried, Zoe. You won't need to do anything. She knows what to do. I've programmed her, and my template will guide her. Together, you'll make a better world. A world without sickness or death. A world without superstition, intolerance. A world where everyone's equal, where justice and compassion will prevail. A world not ruled by corporations or religions, but by science and logic, by rational thought. A better world.
She's waiting for me to respond. I think she needs me to understand. If I don't say anything, I need to stall for time. Keep her talk. How will you accomplish all of this?
I know you have more questions, but we need to get started before those goons break down the doors and ruin everything.
Helena, wait.
Here we go.
Yeah, she is trustworthy. Helena wants utopia. Exactly, a very flawed utopia. And look who's here.
Crow? Crow, is that you?
I think so. I'm supposed to show you something.
What? Why? What are you doing here? And where is here?
I don't know. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a bit. I don't feel right. I'm not sure what happened, and I'm not sure I'm all here, if that makes sense.
No.
No. Yeah, no. I can see how that makes no sense.
What are you supposed to show me?
Oh, I almost forgot. So the ghost in the machine told me to do this thing. This one last thing. The ghost said that this has been my destiny all along. I don't expect you'll know what I'm talking about.
Crow, I don't even know where this is. A minute ago, I was inside a pod in a lab, and now...
We're inside the quantum weave that makes all the stories. This is reality's blueprint. How did I know that?
Stupid traffic.
What does quantum mean? What's a blueprint?
Well, that explains everything.
That was sarcasm. I detect sarcasm.
This ghost in the machine, who was it?
No idea. I remember nothing before meeting you here, aside from a ghost telling me to show you what I'm about to show you. And I don't even know what that is.
Show me what? There's nothing here.
Let's go find it.
Can anyone recognize this room?
Does this look at all familiar to you?
It looks like a monastery.
Isn't this from
There
the
you go.
very
Maybe that's it.
start?
That doesn't really help.
Some person was in
Hey,
a cloister
that looks like a
and writing.
diary.
Yes, this is the room Brian Westhouse stayed in before he was transported to Arcadia. This is the room from the very first Dreamfall. This is the first chapter of Dreamfall, The Longest Journey.
It's a handwritten letter.
I am at the crossroads between waking and dream. One path leads back to the world I left behind. The other path leads to a place of shadows. Between the familiar and the unknown, between certainty and doubt, my choice would seem obvious. Any sane man would turn around, return to the world he knows, forget what he has learned, and live his life in blissful ignorance. But in truth, it is too late. My choice was made many years ago, when I first embarked on this journey. I cannot turn back. I am at a crossroads. But for me, there is only one path. I leave behind these words in the hope that someday they will serve as a map for someone else. To whomever reads this, Godspeed on your journey. If you ever decide to follow in my footsteps, look me up. Brian Westhouse.
Brian Westhouse? Our Westhouse?
The plot thickens.
Thickens or just getting more muddled? I don't know what this is supposed to tell us.
That Westhouse is involved?
There's that, I guess.
Come on, there's more.
We're ready, traveler. Your journey is about to begin.
I've seen stuff like that in films, but never in real life. This looks like
The
a
ritual
Buddhist
is
temple.
ready. Step onto the dais, traveler.
There is Westhouse.
Okay, so what just happened?
Portals. They're all over the place. Let's follow him.
Through the... Wait! This is the story time.
You know this place?
I remember. I was here. For a long time. It's the place between. I didn't want to wake up and they needed me. The people who were dreaming. They were sick. I tried to help them.
Uh-huh. Interesting. But we need to see what's going on. I'm supposed to show you this.
What are you doing here? You cannot be here. It will find you.
The storyteller.
Where am I? What is this place?
How did you get here? Go back the way you came, quickly. You cannot stay.
I don't know how to go.
It is here. What have you done? What have you done?
What do you mean? What?
The undreaming.
God. is that? No. No. No.
What is that terrifying thing?
That's the undreaming. I know it is. I feel it.
Well, that's going to give me nightmares for a long, long time.
The undreaming entered Westhouse.
It sure did.
Was he looking for it? Is that
We
why you
did,
came
yes.
here?
In the
Or was it an
very
accident?
the first part
I guess
of
that's
Dreamfall,
what you're supposed
the
to
longest
figure
journey.
out.
The previous
Come on,
game.
we have more places to visit.
It is the undreaming, the end of the universe, literally. Yeah, apocalypse smoke. So yeah. Just, you know. So yeah, the prophet is Brian Westhouse.
But he also consumed his old self or something like that?